Well, hello again there, friends and fans. Raptor here, and yeah, I'm back for some more Men of War 2. The beta ran from November 16th to the 21st on Steam, and I wanted to showcase another single-player mission from this game that hopefully eventually comes out in 2024. The developers, as you probably know, have delayed the game until next year, and good on them for taking more time to polish out all the missions, add more units, and make sure that the game is ready to go when multiplayer comes around. And so this more primarily multiplayer-focused playtest also features a few single-player missions, which if you didn't see it a few days ago, we did play one of the missions from the campaign that you could have missed out on. They were new, and it's quite a show. So make sure you go back and check out one of those. But anyway, welcome aboard and good to see you all here. You're probably watching this past the 21st of November, and the developers have probably maybe extended it a day or two. Maybe there's a chance you'll get into the Men of War 2 beta, but this game hopefully will have another beta between its release sometime next year, and does feature multiplayer that has both the players versus AI or skirmish mode, and then also player versus player, your classic multiplayer, and then also combined arms. Now, I'm not exactly sure what all these mission and modes will do, but again, as the game is still in development, there's still a lot of changes that could happen. Obviously, your player versus player and player versus AI, self-explanatory, with forces either being controlled by players or AI facing off against each other. But as for classic and combined arms, I think it's meant to possibly be a little bit more realistic and possibly be a little bit more arcadey based on your settings. But if you're a big O fan of games like Steel Division, this game kind of plays like that, where you choose your units and then they'll deploy onto the field after a certain amount of time. And then, of course, there's the Soviets, the Americans, and the Germans. And then, of course, I hope that the British and the Japanese eventually will come along in some sort of maybe DLC with a cool campaign or just for free, which would be amazing. But there's lots of units in this game. Going a little bit more for, I think, arcadey here. It certainly plays like the original Men of War, which made me fall in love with everything from Men of War Assault Squad to Assault Squad 2, and now even Gates of Hell, or Call to Arms Gates of Hell, Ostfront as it's known, with the Liberation DLC coming for that game too. All of these games are very similar and I think blend together well. So if it's your first time, anytime you get a chance to play the Men of War 2 beta, or if there's a demo, or if you get the game after it releases, definitely try out the basic training and check out all the units as well. Helps out to play. But anyway, we're going to go ahead and take a look at another mission today, another second of the three, the Towards Freedom mission, which is based on like a Soviet clearing of a gulag or rescuing of POWs we've seen before and is changed a little bit, but I've wanted to show off the Convoy American mission of bringing freedom through enemy lines, and also the Soviet mission, or rather the German missions against the Soviets, trying to encircle and prevent them from breaking the encirclement. So anyway, without further ado, let's go ahead and start one of those missions for Men of War 2.
The Ivans positioned on the crossroads are covering their units' retreat from near-complete encirclement. This is the only road in the area that's still connecting the Soviets to their rear. Your platoon must capture the crossroads as quickly as possible. Remember that with each passing minute, more Russian soldiers are escaping our grasp. Our tanks showing up here will be a surprise for the Soviets. They aren't expecting us to get here so quickly and aren't likely to be prepared for an attack. You must make use of it and strike at once. The battalion's main force has fallen behind during this swift march, so your vanguard has to play the key part in it. More of our forces may reach your position later, but right now you can only count on yourself and your soldiers. Make this a victory for the glory of Germany, Herr Hauptmann. Good luck, and capture that radio station. Our reinforcements will show up soon enough.
Oh, okay. Wow, that guy sounded like Christoph Waltz the whole time. All right, well, welcome everybody to Germany, question mark?
Soldiers. Our comrades from the convoy report. The 20 minutes drive north of here, visibility is zero because of the snow. And the wind is so strong, it overturns some tracks, so brace yourselves. At least, this is going to be even harder for the Germans. Hold your positions. Alert! German tanks! Crews man the guns! Infantry, take your positions! The fascists must not take the crossroads!
Well, we have it already. All right, anyway, we're pushing forward into the Soviet Union, claiming territory for Germany. It seems like we're cutting off an enemy retreat, although they're not retreating just yet. So I guess we got to encircle, capture the crossroads, and then cut off forces that may try to retreat. It's actually Panzer IVs here ready to go. Very nice. And Got some units in these half tracks. I got to learn how to get these damn units to get out here. We want to do drop off passengers, which is Shift B. You'd think you'd want to drop off passengers before dropping off crew. I'd argue that B should be to drop off passengers and Shift B should be to drop off the crew. Otherwise, you're going to make that mistake of accidentally hitting B when you meant to hit Shift B, and then that means units will be died to death. All right, well, we got our objective then. We need to capture that crossroad up there and capture the enemy radio station, which is just behind that, or in front, well, just on the other side. It's the same deal. So we got to push forward. Good thing to do would be to capture the high ground, which enemy tank just exploded. The armored car there, not bad.
Looks like the weather's getting worse. As if the cold spells in this place weren't enough. Now we have to fight both the Russians and the icy wind in our eyes.
It's hellish outside. I wouldn't want to be our infantry now.
Oh, we got it. War will be over by Christmas, I'm sure. Pull that tank back a little bit. Enemy infantry advancing down the road. Get our infantry up the hill. Ooh, we have a flamethrower half-track. Nice. Get that back for now. Go ahead and have a Panzer IV come over this way. Love how the lighting has actually changed here based on the weather and time of day. It seems like it's gotten a little darker, obviously. Oh, nice. We're just ripping and dipping, brother. All right, so it looks like the enemy forces are just in an incoherent rabble. They're sending up, they were sending up tanks. It looked like a BT-5 maybe was just destroyed there. Get an MG-42 near that road.
The anti-tank gun has been destroyed. We're better off capturing them intact. So we're probably going to need all the firepower we can get, including trophies.
Alright, so they want us to capture AT guns intact if possible. Roger that. Including anything that we can repair, so, well, that's just going to be RNG whether or not the tank explodes. Continue our pincer move around the hill. All right, so far so good.
Jawohl. Jawohl.
Nice to have the hill.
Jawohl.
Enemy kind of gave it up quickly. Capture that MG if we can. Capturing a Maxim machine gun here, which we should be able to tow with a single man. It seems like it requires a crew of two. No, we're not.
Jawohl.
Can't seem to get him to move that. Alright, we have a machine gun there. What the hell? What the hell was the point of that?
The Russians have hit one of our Panzer IVs.
No, not at all. The incompetence of the AI has fired at some barrels trying to kill that unit and now has liquidated two of our vehicles. That's great. Those explosive barrels are a damn problem. I think it comes up in other missions too, where those are kind of just all around, and they're not really clear that they're explosive.
You won't be sniping anyone else.
As gamers, we look for, you know, the big old red barrel out in the middle of nowhere. Here, it could just be, you know, a generic overturned truck with barrels stacked up like that. And even these barrels didn't go off next to the truck. Or the half track. Weird. Well, we'll do it without it. We don't need it. We'll make do. We'll pick up the slack without it. Storm is clearing. That's kind of cool.
Jawohl.
Okay, we have Panzerfausts. A lot of our units have Panzerfausts. Now a beautiful day. Alright, let's get that plank building there and try to hold that. These troops should switch back to what I believe is to be rifles. Well, now we can bring up that flamethrower on the left side, huh? Seems to be an enemy vehicle there. We should be able to deal with that. Flamethrower, a pretty legit tactic to take out small vehicles like that. Very nice quote-unquote tank destroyer. Alright, well, this should be the radio station.
Verstanden. Jawohl. Verstanden. Für das Vaterland!
Alright, so capture the enemy radio station there. And capture the crossroads, which is right there.
The radio station has been captured. I hope they didn't call for reinforcements. Wird erledigt! Verstanden.
Alright, enemy units are sneaking by. We gotta stop those. There we go. Why they want us to capture the high ground before Anakin gets here. Cool to see that Panzer IV firing off like that. Troops are just holding this line here. Okay, seems like things are quiet for now. Let's capture that high ground. And the left flank, too.
Verstanden. Jawohl.
Alright, area secure.
HQ reporting. The crossroads are under my control. Awaiting further orders.
Jawohl. Our pilots report that a large group of enemy forces is headed straight for your positions, Hauptmann. The Ivans will try to recapture the crossroads, and they'll fight fiercely. I order to defend the crossroads.
Will do, Herr General. Damn radio men did call in reinforcements after all. All right, everyone, listen carefully. Take your positions and dig in. Collect whatever you can find from the Ivans' positions. We're going to need every grenade and every machine gun.
Well, we'll see what happens. Oh,
It looks
reinforcements.
like Lieutenant Werner's platoon has reached your position. Assume command, Herr Hauptmann.
Well, that's nice. Replenishing what we lost a little bit ago. Alright, set up defenses on the high ground. You got it. Now, rather than taking the high ground, we'll take the sneaky low ground and try to take pot shots at them from angles that will damage them. Much greater efficiency, but we also need to hold the main road. Looks like we have ourselves a half track with a pack. Is that a 37 on there? 3.9 centimeter. Oh, no, that's 3.7. Yeah, pack 37. Yeah, cool. All right. Get everybody into position. I don't know if we have enough time to actually dig trenches, or if we can even do that in this game. Oh, wow. We actually get formations, too, on the left side here next to the portrait of each of the individual soldiers. You can see where we can give everyone orders to whatever type of formation to move in.
Verstanden.
Although in this case... I think we're just going to keep everybody wherever. Alright, we'll try to squeeze a little closer to that rock. Beautiful. Okay, I think we're good. For now, multi-layered defense. We know there's going to be trouble. I'll save the flamethrower as a last-ditch effort when they get too close to the crossroad. They are telling us to capture more enemy equipment. A little hard to see, actually, on this mini-map. From what I'm used to in all my experience of Call to Arms and War Assault Squad, etc. And, of course, sometimes if they're indicated with a white triangle and you're in a winter map where everything's white with snow, it's near impossible to actually see anything.
The Russians are advancing!
All right, let the Soviets go.
Then I sure hope that we've set up our defenses. Hold the high points.
Not really. We are not well prepared. But hopefully this does the trick.
The Reds have a heavy tank. It's coming right for our positions, Hauptmann.
They have a heavy tank.
Feuer auf mein Kommando!
Gegner von rechts! Feuer! Sprenggranaten laden! Panzerweichende Munition laden!
Don't see a heavy tank yet. I'm listening for it. These are simply just T-26s. There's our heavy tank, a KV-1.
God damn! Czech steel can't hold against the red shells at all. The Panzer 38 has been disabled. They took out the Panzer 4. We are going to have a tough time without it.
We sure are. We'll bring up our newfangled tank destroyer. Now, what did we learn about fire, children? Fire is hot, and fire works both ways. Oh wow, we can't even drive over a stone wall with a half track. Well, I think we got him. Made a stellinium. All right, that's the RNG route we went. Man, that turret's way too fast. Well, the flames certainly hit the tank and did damage to the tank as well. Wow, nice deflection sound. How the hell did we exchange with a T-20? Was that a BT-7, 5, something? Oh, this is over. We need some sort of air support here.
The enemy heavy tank has been destroyed, Herr Hauptmann.
Thank God.
Also invulnerable after all, contrary to what they told us at the briefing.
All right, looks like a Panzerfaust took that out. Do the same here. Damn. Well, I guess we didn't need our tanks after all. A desperate last stand here at the crossroads. Bone Thugs and Harmony would be proud. You have a AT grenade. Oh, they're bailing.
Congratulations,
I'll take that.
Hauptmann. You and your soldiers have held on to the crossroads, thus cutting off the Soviet units from their rear. Germany is proud of you, officer.
Gotta be more to it. I win! Yeah! Like a damn Milton Bradley game. Cool. All right, well, that was just played on normal, but of course, if we throw it on a higher difficulty, I think we'll probably face against maybe even more KV-1s, and we'll get less tanks on our side. But, yeah, so basically putting in our units into positions where they can just flank like T-34s and was that a T-28 there, KV-1s, much more effective than our armor. Our armor was pretty damn good, though, especially at getting their attention and softening them up, so they did a good job. Very good. All right, don't forget to subscribe, turn on the notification bell, and hit that like button for more real-time strategy games, World War II, etc. on the channel. Get excited for Men of War 2 sometime in 2024. I'm excited. I want to play more. Give me more missions. Let's go.